About this F&O tax hike impacting the stock markets, there is another impact as well, and that is on arbitrage funds. Now, do remember, arbitrage funds are a type of hybrid funds. They do have exposure to F&O as well, and a lot of these funds have massive positions in the F&O space as well, and that's the reason this hike that has come by in securities transaction tax is something which could impact returns for investors, because fund managers book profits by leveraging the price difference between the current and the future markets, the cash in the futures market, that is. And that is the reason why these funds will be in focus. Now, do remember the yields on these funds usually is anywhere between 6 to 7%. However, if we talk about some calculations, because every fund will have a different exposure to the futures market, so depending on that, the impact on returns will be 0.3 to 0.5%. This is a short-term asset class where investors can park their money for a shorter period of time. And you know, this was a category which a lot of investors were looking at from a short-term period because they have a better taxation structure. They are taxed as equity, while liquid funds are taxed as debt. So there was a differential of 1 to 2% in terms of returns as well post-tax. So now that differential comes down. But yes, still, arbitrage funds are better when it comes from a taxation perspective. But yes, the returns could be a little bit lower. And that is what is the takeaway from this STT hike that has come by.
Okay, all right. But we have a whole host of questions.